Alright, welcome to another video. Um, I kind of had a pretty good idea of what I wanted to do during this workout, and I knew it was going to be some heavy sandbag, chest to shoulder exercise of some kind. For me personally, I like to warm up several different ways. But if you know you're going to be doing some heavy sandbag lifting, just doing some regular, decently heavy barbell deadlifts is a good way of just kind of waking up the legs and the posterior chain. So I did 2 sets of 315 for 3 reps.
Right, we are back in the gym as usual. Figured I'd do a little bit of commentary this time. We got the 130 bag platform and an 18-inch box. We're gonna do bear hug grip off of the box. We're gonna do a box squat, and then we're gonna throw it on our shoulder. And this is gonna be warming up for the 180 bag. And with the 180 bag, I want to practice bear hug off the top straight to the shoulder, because that for me is my weak point, is the core stability of getting it from the chest to the shoulder, especially with heavy bags. So trying to work up to like a 250 bag by the end of the year. We'll see. It's not like one of my ultimate primary goals this year, but that is something that I'm going to consistently work on. So I just actually warmed up with doing barbell deadlifts. I'm feeling really strong. I did 2 sets of 315 for 3 reps, which is a PR in itself. So current weight is about 165. Dropped somewhere between 8 and 10 pounds since the beginning of the year. Slowly getting lean, not really, like really diving hard into getting lean, but it's part of the goal. So anyways, we're going to warm up here, and then we're going to move up to the 180 bag.
Alright, after warming up the posterior chain with some decently heavy barbell deadlifts, I knew I wanted to get the fundamental motion of popping the hips and getting the sandbag up to my shoulder, so I'm warming up with this 130 bag. By warming up with this style of exercise, I'm basically telling the body what's to come. So I know I'm moving up in weight to the 180 bag. I will be removing the seated position. It's just kind of trying to ingrain the body into the popping of the hips and getting the bag from either your stomach or your chest and up to your shoulder. I think I did 2 sets of this once I was off camera. Just so like I said, still getting warmed up, preparing for the 180 bag.
Feeling pretty strong. All right. Doing a nice little warm up set. We got the 180 bag staged. I think we're gonna do it a stone circle style. It's gonna be we're gonna go as long as we can. The number I've got in my mind is, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I don't know. I've never tried this before. This is going to be extremely taxing on the body. But like I said, I'm just going to be bringing it to my chest and wiggle around a little bit, and then the main purpose of this exercise is going to be going from chest to shoulder. And we're going to switch sides. So that is, like I said, that's a weak spot. I can get the 180 bag up to my stomach and up to my chest, almost no issue. So shouldering is definitely my weak area. So that's what we're going to work on. We're just going to go as many reps as possible. See what happens. All right, so we got the bag staged. We're going to stand on the other side. I'm going to start a fresh hit timer once it starts. There we go. So I've got my heart rate monitor on. I'm just going to go until I can't go. I've got a clock up on the wall. I'm going to do something similar to an EMOM, which is every minute on the minute. I'm going to try to go for like 6 reps every minute on the minute until I can't do anymore. We're going to see what happens. So Here we go. This is gonna be
All right, moving on to the main workout. As you can see, and as you will see, nothing that I had in mind went according to plan. So I just adapted. I quickly realized from those first two and almost tipping over that 6 reps was not in the tank. This was a lot more difficult than I had planned. This was biting off way more than I could chew. I ended up doing a total of 16 reps in about 10 minutes. And I was totally beat after that. For those of you that haven't really messed with like really heavy, like, I don't know, chest or stomach to shoulder type of exercises or overhead presses or anything like that, you have to remember the only thing that is keeping your body from folding in half is your spine. I mean, think about the anatomy, right? You have your rib cage is separated down to your pelvis, and the only thing in there is your core muscles. So if you have a weak core, this is a very, very difficult thing to do. And a lot of people just don't train for something like this. So for me, I realized quickly when I got into sandbags that, getting the weight off the ground, getting it to my lap or getting it to my chest, doing bear hug carries, those were all fairly, not too taxing. But going from chest to shoulder, I quickly realized that my core strength is a very weak part and a weak part of my motion. So this is something I just wanted to work on. As you'll see in the clip directly after this, I stated that I didn't count. And I was just kind of watching the clock. Once I lifted the first couple reps and I realized how heavy this was and how taxing it was going to be on the nervous system, I just kept an eye on the clock. And 15-20 minutes of this I was not prepared for. So 10 minutes sounded pretty good. I ended up counting the reps after reviewing the video, and I got 16 reps. And yeah, that was all I had in the gas tank. I'm just not conditioned and ready for this yet, but you're going to see the last 2 reps here in real time.
That's it. That's all I got. 10 minutes straight. Alright, I did 10 minutes straight. I have no idea how many reps I did because I wasn't even going to try to count, especially after that first almost catastrophe. So we are going to shut our watch off. We're at 15 minutes. Heart rate's back down to 134. I'm pretty sure I got into the 180s, no doubt. And calories burned like 170. So that's our workout for the day. Felt pretty good. I'm going to finish off with some probably just some bodybuilding stuff, some pump stuff, but overall felt pretty good.
That's it for this video. Kind of short, sweet, to the point. If you want to get more in depth with sandbag lifting, check out Stone Circle YouTube channel.